Melania Trump's story has always been marked by contrasts and surprises. From her childhood in Slovenia to her rise in the world of fame and politics in the United States, her journey is filled with exciting twists that not only surprise but also move anyone who takes the time to truly understand her path. In this video, we will explore a unique and captivating moment in Melania Trump's life, where she left a liberal host completely speechless during a live interview. Melania Naus was born on April 26, 1970, in a country that, during her childhood, was still part of Yugoslavia. She grew up in a small town called Novo Mesto, where her life was very different from the one she would come to have. The young Melania was always described as a quiet child, but with an immense curiosity about the world. From an early age, she dreamed of exploring beyond the borders of the small country, nurturing a desire to see what else the world could offer. Her modeling career began almost by accident. At 16, Melania was discovered by a photographer on one of the streets of Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia. What seemed like a simple opportunity turned into an international career that took her to the runways of Milan, Paris, and eventually, the United States. The world that Melania now knew was full of glamour and ostentation, but nothing could prepare her for her meeting with Donald Trump. The media mogul, famous for his real estate empire and public appearances, seemed like the kind of person completely out of reach for someone like her. But fate, as always, had other plans. In 1998, Melania and Donald met at a party in New York City. The mogul, who was in the middle of a divorce from his first wife, Ivana Trump, was immediately impressed by Melania's beauty and intelligence. They began dating and soon, they were inseparable. Their relationship was met with skepticism by many, especially due to their age difference and rumors about Donald's eccentric behavior. But Melania, with her serenity and inner strength, remained firm in her decision to support her partner, even when many pointed fingers at her. She knew what she wanted, and slowly but surely, she began to be recognized not only as Donald Trump's wife but as a woman with her own opinions and power. When Donald Trump was elected president of the United States, Melania found herself facing a new challenge. Taking on the role of First Lady was more than just a ceremonial position. She would have to balance her family life, her own convictions, and the constant attacks from her opponents. Melania always stayed true to her principles, and although she was the target of criticism, she never hesitated to show her strong and independent side. On several occasions, she challenged the narrative many tried to impose on her, standing out as a woman who, despite adversity, knew where she wanted to go. However, it was a specific event that profoundly marked her time as First Lady. During a live interview with a famous liberal host, Melania demonstrated all of her power of response in a way that left the journalist completely shocked. The stage was set, bright lights, cameras positioned precisely, and the atmosphere giving a sense of calm before the storm. Melania Trump, the former First Lady of the United States, was invited for a live interview on a popular television show. The occasion seemed like a simple opportunity for her to share with the public the efforts she had been making in the realm of social causes, especially those aimed at vulnerable children and young people. Her work with charitable organizations and the passion she dedicated to helping the less fortunate would be the main topic of conversation. The interviewer, a host known for her progressive political views and her ability to confront public figures, had very different plans for that night. From the beginning, the dynamic of the interview seemed to be that of a cordial and diplomatic meeting. Melania was there to talk about her initiatives, her work as an advocate for children, and her role in supporting educational and healthcare projects. She seemed relaxed, smiling serenely with a gentle tone, ready to talk about her accomplishments. However, the host, who had an undeniable talent for capturing the audience's attention and exploring delicate issues, wasted no time in steering the conversation into more turbulent waters. The initial questions seemed almost harmless, a standard introduction about Melania's motivations for her philanthropy, but soon the interview took an unexpected turn. The host, with a smile that seemed more like a mask than a genuine expression, began questioning Melania about her husband, Donald Trump, and the policies he implemented while in the White House. She didn't shy away from addressing controversial topics such as immigration policies, Trump's aggressive rhetoric, and his views on human rights, creating a palpable tension in the air. The audience, aware of the polarization these issues generated, was on edge, eager to see how Melania, a figure often reserved and discreet, would react to such provocations. Many expected her to lose control, to react with anger or discomfort. After all, she was a woman very much associated with her husband's image, and in many moments, her role as First Lady seemed to be, in the public's eyes, a direct reflection of Donald Trump's decisions. However, what no one expected was that Melania would respond with such profound calm and firmness that it would disarm even the most fierce critics. With a fixed gaze on the host and a serene expression, Melania began to speak. Her voice was calm but heavy with a silent weight. "I understand that you have a very clear point of view and that your opinions about my husband are strong," she said, pausing for just a moment as if to allow her words to settle. "But what I want to make clear, above all, is that true strength is not in following the tide or yielding to others' expectations. True strength is in staying true to oneself, maintaining one's dignity and principles, regardless of criticism or external pressures." The room seemed to freeze for a moment. The host, usually so quick to react and sharp in her responses, was visibly surprised. She wasn't prepared for this answer. Melania, with an almost unshakable calm, continued. "You may not agree with my choices or my husband's policies, but what I have to say is that, for me, the most important thing is doing what is right. I don't need your approval, or anyone's, to know that I am doing what is best. What really matters, what truly makes a difference, is working for a better future, for those who have no voice, for children and young people who need help. That is what truly defines my work." Melania's words echoed with surprising force. While the host tried to formulate a response, Melania's tone remained firm, and her gaze, determined. She wasn't there to engage in a political debate, nor to justify her husband's actions. She was there to talk about what truly mattered: children, charity, the positive impact she believed she could make in the world. The audience, which had been eagerly anticipating a sharp exchange, was now stunned. There was no vengeance in Melania's words, no anger, no bitterness. There was only an unbeatable calm, a silent strength that disarmed the host. The woman many saw as the First Lady of Silence, a figure in the shadow of Donald Trump, was showing the world a side no one expected. She didn't need to fight for attention or accept being a victim of criticism. She was there, head held high, ready to defend what she believed in, with the same determination she had shown throughout her life. "I'm not here to gain popularity," Melania continued, her voice soft but full of conviction. "I'm here because I believe I can make a difference. And that, my dear, is something no one can take from me." The host, completely thrown off, didn't know what to say. She mumbled a few words, trying to regain her composure, but it was too late. Melania had taken control of the conversation in a way no one thought possible. What started as a confrontational interview turned into a moment of reflection, a lesson on how dignity and self-control can be more powerful than any provocation. As the interview ended, the host barely concealed her discomfort. She had entered the program with the intention of undermining Melania's credibility and perhaps provoking an explosive reaction, but now found herself speechless, unable to challenge the calm and firm stance of the former First Lady. The audience, in turn, seemed to split between applause and an impressed silence, as if everyone there knew they had just witnessed something extraordinary. In the days that followed, reactions on social media were intense. The interview went viral, and Melania's words reverberated in discussions about strength, dignity, and the importance of standing by one's principles in times of adversity. For many, that moment not only represented a major turning point for Melania but also a lesson in humility and courage. She didn't need to shout or defend her choices fiercely. She simply stated them with the strength of her heart, with the certainty of someone who knew she was on the right path. That night, marked by a live interview no one expected, demonstrated that true strength doesn't lie in an immediate response or impulsive reaction, but in the tranquility of someone willing to stand firm in their convictions, no matter how challenging the circumstances. And Melania Trump, in a surprising way, showed the world that the true strength of a person lies in their ability to remain calm and resolute, even when facing criticism. After that crucial interview, the public perception of Melania Trump was forever changed. Once seen primarily as the wife of Donald Trump and a high-profile public figure, Melania began to be recognized for her own identity, with a clear vision of what mattered to her and an unwavering character. The interview revealed an unknown side of the former First Lady, who showed herself to be a strong and determined woman, capable of facing challenges with dignity and surprising the world with her firm approach to criticism. Melania Trump's interview, which many considered revealing and impactful, was a turning point in how the public began to see her. No longer just a figure alongside her husband, Melania stood out as a woman with her own vision and a character worthy of respect. Her poise in answering difficult questions and dealing with criticism from the media and politics was surprising, showing that she was much more than a decorative First Lady. Rather than simply being the wife of the president, she showed herself to be a woman with strong opinions, a figure who commanded respect and was willing to speak about important issues with clarity. What became clear after the interview was Melania's transformation into a more independent and aware public figure. She was no longer trapped in the image of a submissive wife or political accessory. On the contrary, she showed that she could be a powerful voice in her own narrative, reaffirming her autonomy and strength in the face of media and societal pressure. Looking at Melania Trump's journey, it is impossible not to recognize the great strength she demonstrated throughout her path. Melania is not just a woman who lived in the shadow of her husband, but someone who has built her own story, marked by personal challenges and victories. Her life story is one of overcoming, resilience, and determination. From international model to First Lady of the United States, Melania faced relentless criticism from the early days of her rise to the political stage. However, her ability to remain steadfast in her principles and act calmly and controlled in the face of adversity made her a figure admired by many. She showed the world that true strength lies in perseverance, dignity, and above all, in the ability to remain true to oneself, regardless of external pressures. One of the most notable characteristics of Melania Trump is her ability to handle difficulties, both personally and professionally, with a calm and serene demeanor. Throughout her life, she faced various adversities, both as a public figure and in her private life. From criticisms related to her rise as a model, to accusations and questions about her role as the president's wife, and the impact of the media and social networks, Melania has always known how to stay focused on her goals and her personal vision. Her calm and unshakable approach to challenges was what helped her navigate the difficult moments of her public life. In many situations, she preferred to adopt a reserved stance, without yielding to the pressure of impulsive responses. This behavior only enhanced her image as a strong and determined woman, capable of maintaining composure in a tense political environment. An important lesson that Melania Trump left us is the significance of being true to ourselves. Despite the fierce criticism she faced throughout her journey, she always remained faithful to her beliefs and principles, which made her stand out as an authentic and resolute woman. Melania taught us that authenticity is one of the greatest virtues a person can have, especially when under the spotlight. Her ability to be transparent and firm without letting herself be influenced by others' judgments is a rare quality in public figures. This, in turn, contributed to her rise as a silent leader with a lasting impact on society. Melania Trump, with her calm demeanor and unwavering determination, secured a significant role on the world stage. Although her image was often overshadowed by her husband, Donald Trump, her story is, in fact, one of great resilience. The former First Lady became a figure of global influence, not only because of her position as the president's wife, but also for how she used her platform to promote important issues such as mental health and children's well-being. Her Be Best campaign focused on combating bullying, promoting mental health, and improving conditions for children was a clear example of how she used her position to create a positive impact. Even with the criticism she faced for her approach, Melania stood firm in her beliefs and continued with her initiatives, which only solidified her position as a determined and resilient woman. The interview Melania Trump gave was a defining moment for her public image. The way she handled uncomfortable questions, the firm tone of her answers, and her confident posture caused her to be seen in a new light. The interview revealed a woman with great inner strength, someone who wouldn't be shaken by the opinions of the media or political criticisms. This moment was crucial in repositioning Melania as a figure of respect in the public eye, not just as Donald Trump's wife. Moreover, the way she addressed delicate issues, such as her role in the White House, criticism of her management, and her relationship with her husband, made the audience see her in a more human, approachable, and authentic way. Melania not only defended her choices but also showed a rare vulnerability, something that humanized her figure and won her even more sympathy from people around the world. Melania Trump's legacy is more than just a series of public moments. It is a story of resilience, a tale that shows how a woman can maintain her dignity and strength amidst a storm of criticism and challenges. Melania teaches us that true power lies in perseverance, the courage to be who you truly are, and the strength to defend what you believe is right. She also showed the world that, regardless of your position, there will always be challenges. But, as Melania demonstrated, the key is to keep moving forward, staying true to yourself, and facing adversity with your head held high. We conclude that Melania Trump's legacy goes beyond politics. She is not just a former First Lady, she is a symbol of overcoming and unwavering strength. Her story, marked by challenges and achievements, is a testament to the fact that by being true to oneself, it's possible to overcome any obstacle and leave a positive impact on the world. If you were inspired by this story, don't forget to leave a like, share it with your friends, and comment below what you thought of the live interview that surprised so many. Until the next video.